I normally be thinking Cat Williams be on some weird type time sometimes. But when he said this was gonna be the year of truth telling, boy, did he mean it.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I drop it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members. Eats. Yeah. What's good, y'all? Everybody, welcome back to the Sorry True Podcast. It's your boy ARP, and shout out to all the members in the chat. I hope y'all like the new intro. Shout out to the homie Mickey Factz, man. He called me, what was it, yesterday? It's 24-hour turnaround type time. He said, yeah, I cut a new CD. I'm gonna drop it soon. And I did a song on there, Rare Breeds, and I was chopping it up with Nestle, and I had to reach the idea was like, why isn't ARP aware of this song? Like, why is this not on ARP's desk? And I really want to say big salute and shout out, of course, to Mickey Factz for that. I got you down in the credits for the track now. And shout out to Nestle. Shout out to everybody from the battle rap community that just be hearing Rare Breeze and just think of the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate that. Super dope. So yeah, we got a new intro. Y'all gonna be seeing that. I think it's fire. I love it. Okay. Y'all see the title. Wow, Diddy is now facing federal grand jury. Like I said, when we started the joint, Cat Williams and people talk about, yeah, this is gonna be one of them years, whether you talking about Drake, whether you talking about all the people that Cat Williams tried to expose, when you talk about Diddy. And I'm not trying to laugh at everybody's misfortune, but it is ugly out there right now for certain people. And before I get into my topics, let's play the clip. Let's play the clip for people that didn't get a chance to see it yet. Welcome to the house of. Let's play the track. I said the track. Let's play the Hold on. Not even that. That's not even what we're trying to play. Hold on. Let's play the play. I keep saying play. Let's bring up the Diddy federal indictment video. Well, yeah, we're gonna play it. Same thing. All right. So now we right. Y'all can see what's going on here. This is very spooky. This is very, very spooky. And if you are Diddy right now, I don't know. Do you skip states? I mean, not states, obviously, because there's jurisdiction for the feds. Do you bounce out the country? Do you go somewhere where you can't be extradited from? Do you just try to stay low and hope that this breezes over? Do you hope that your money will save you? Do you hope that your lawyers and you can put together like some dream team like OJ and that's going to get you off? Like, what do you do if you're Diddy right now? Everybody's stepping away. He no longer seems to be under protection. This is bad. We are watching one of our moguls and billionaires face some serious times and some serious consequences.
So this is obviously the biggest escalation since those March raids on Diddy's homes in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I saw somebody in the chat say, go to Bali with Russell. Oh, wow. Oh, that was the members. And my mod queen said, oh, my goodness. You got me disrupting the video. Shout out to all the members in the building. Oh, my God. I'm not supposed to be laughing at this, y'all.
In Miami. We are now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We also hear that the majority.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up like some YSL trial type shit where they end up with like 50 plus people to call to the stand, because you're gonna have the people that's looking for suits and lawsuits. You're gonna have people that's looking for clout. keeping it real. You're gonna have people that really have something to say. You're gonna have people that the feds are just going after because they have some type of evidence now. Like back in March when them houses was swept, we're gonna get into it. Hold on.
Of the accusers who have filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy
It's
Combs
bigger than them
have
now.
been brought in for questioning. And again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing over evidence.
Yo, CNN is wicked. CNN is wicked for playing the Diddy apology video in the background while they breaking this federal grand jury news. They all wicked for that. Oh, I hate that I'm laughing at stuff that's not supposed to be funny, but yo, I just noticed that. Are they playing the apology video side by side while they see those reporters breaking this shit down? Oh my God. This is crazy. This is insane.
Evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning
Homeland
about the
Security.
evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who
They're going after people that they've seen on this footage. Pay attention to that. Oh my God.
filed these civil suits is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits."
Oh yeah. I bet it is. I 100% bet it is. Spooky times for Diddy and his family. So if you're bringing in all these people, you're contacting all of these people, and bringing them in for question. First of all, as soon as they get in touch with you, you're damn near stuck. This is the feds we talking about. They got in touch with you. They got your name. They got you on footage. They got you. They will put your feet to the fire. And all those people, it's the same thing that Boosie said about the YSL joint. He was like, what's scary about it is like you put all those eggs in a basket. You think none of them are going to break. You bring in all these witnesses. And it's not even a scenario where people are like, it seems that they're scared to come forward. People's already outside, whether it's in a form of lawsuits, whether it's a form of accusations, people blogging, coming at his neck, his old security guards coming out and whatnot. It's getting real, real bad out there. It's getting bad. So of all of these people that, like they mentioned, video footage, you don't think you're going to turn a bunch of them into rats or snitches? I'm talking, when I say rats and snitches, I'm talking about the ones that's going to have their feet held to the fire because they're on record, they're on footage, or they're being accused possibly of being involved in illegal activity. Just like the drug mule guy, right? That they brought in and they arrested. You see his picture? You've been seeing people, you be like, he looked like he got the telling in him. You trying to tell me that guy that they brought in and then released, like they don't got him, like, all right, yo, we be back in this. We're gonna subpoena you in a second to come to court. He's not gonna tell. Are you kidding me? He's gonna save his ass, along with at least half the people that they're gonna bring in, because they're gonna show people the footage that they got. They're gonna show people the footage that they got. The way that the reason why the feds have such a high conviction rate, you talk about doing your homework. The feds don't just come outside and say, hey, I think that you're doing some shit. These motherfuckers could have been on Diddy for years plus. and who knows? There's no doubt in my mind at this point that the beating in the hotel that Diddy put on Cassie, that footage coming out, there's no doubt in my mind now that that came out from a seizure from one of his cribs when they raided his houses back in March. There's no doubt in my mind that yet at this point, which also shows me that the feds is playing super chess. They're not even playing chess, they playing blitz. That's for my chess heads that know how to play on a clock. They playing blitz. Because to put that footage out, it's all tactical. We bring down the defenses, we bring down his support, we remove his friends, we remove ourselves from public scrutiny. The people that'll be out there with picket signs saying, no, free Diddy, free Diddy, free Diddy. The people that'll come out and think that we're just attacking the black culture or another black hip-hop mogul or something like that. That footage does so, it gives people courage to come out. It gives people, it turns him into it did the right thing, rightfully so. It turns him into the villain that he deserved to be after doing that shit. Didn't matter that it was from 2016. Didn't matter that he put out that stupid ass apology. CNN just played the footage in their shit. Damn, they're clowning him if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? The feds put that shit out. There's no doubt in my mind now. The feds put that fucking footage out because they are in blitz mode. And the way that they are moving these chess pieces, they done took Diddy's queen off the board. They done took his rooks off the board. They coming at both color of his bishops at this point. Okay, keep a couple pawns and one or two knights if you want. That king only moves one spot at a time. That's what the feds is on with this nigga. Like that footage. Oh my God. Cassie really, really got her payback. I'm not saying that she got all that she deserved. Well, I don't know the dollar amount. And I'm not saying that, that beating was more than enough. But man, she's got the money from him. She's getting the public turnaround. She's watching him burn. And she may watch this man go to jail. If you ask me right now, ARP, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your belief of Diddy going to jail? 8.8. 8.8. I'm leaving a little bit of room there because money is power. I'm leaving a little bit of room there for that. But we're talking video evidence? Video evidence? How many of y'all saw The Fall of the House of Usher? It's a great series, man. It kind of leads me into asking the question, with this footage that I now believe came out of Diddy's crib and that was seized in the raids, I do believe the sentiment and the talk that Diddy got all these people on camera. He got cameras at every one of his rooms in these mansions and these parties and whatnot, and he used it as leverage. In certain cases, he used it as blackmail. Even with Cassie, didn't she put in her suit that Diddy would hire male sex workers? That was just pointed out in this shit, right? That video that we just played. And even for them to, jump on her while he watched at times, right? So if he recorded that, he probably thought that he had Cassie in his pocket too. Oh, Cassie's supposed to leave me with the type of footage I got on her with these other 5 guys in this video, or messing around like this and some high drunk stupor that I had her in and all the type of stuff I had her doing on footage. I had her doing drugs and whatnot, sniffing coke on camera, whatever the case may be. You think that she's gonna turn on me? No, I got all this stuff on her, which means I could beat her on camera in a hotel. I could have her scared to leave me. And along with all these other people that are being quiet, let's say this very, very early. There might be some of our favorites that come out on camera or come out in this case in some extremely jeopardizing situations that make us look at them crazy. I'm just going to make up a hypothetical. Like, I'm not trying to put nothing on nobody's jacket, but like, wait, what? French Montana did what? I think that type of shit is going to come out in this. You might get more leaked footage from the feds, or we might just be reading court transcripts and say, wait, read that back. What? Real shit. This nigga Diddy is on some falling house of Usher shit, I think, with his footage. And I think that even aided to his arrogance. It's not just all the shit that he got away with over the years. Diddy blowing up cars or allegedly involved in murders and getting people putting hits on people. Even the Shine case. The Shine case is crazy, right? Got out of that, had Shine with his own lawyers, kind of like threw him to the side, even on the business side of things, all the fucked up deals that he got away with and whatnot. Like, you go through all of these situations. It's like John Gotti. John Gotti got to the point where people were saying that he got full of himself, to the point where it's like the Teflon Don shit. Like, yo, nothing sticks to me. I'm too powerful. I'm too strong. I have too many politicians in my back pocket. I got too much shit that I could use as blackmail. I got too much money. I got too many yes men and yes women. I done been there a million times and walked away unscathed. Like, that all loans to his arrogance and his godlike probably demeanor or attitude. It's dangerous to be around somebody that thinks they're God, because they think they could pull anything and get away with it. Anything. And even outside of that level of arrogance, what's crazy to me is a level of weirdness that somebody could have and them to still be like right under our noses. That's scary. That's like some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. Even though Jeffrey has some weird antisocial, weird ways about him that you can probably see if you're his neighbors and shit like that. But when they finally got into that apartment and they looked around and they, acid tub and what? It's that level of weird that sometimes it's like, how? My neighbor was doing what? Are you serious? Because to me, even some of these early sex allegations that's coming out and the sex worker stuff or whatever, be clear, I ain't trying to offend nobody's sexuality. I'm not here for that. You do what you do in the privacy of your own home. You swing whatever way floats your boat. I don't got no quarrel with anybody and their preference. But I ain't scared to say there is sexual behavior that I hope that is still safe for me on YouTube to deem, in my opinion, a little weird. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. I don't. But some of the stuff that we've read, I think in that suit and that has come out between the relationship of Cassie and Diddy, damn, I really hope I don't offend nobody, but I think the cuck stuff is weird. C-U-C-K. I think it's, you know what? Maybe this is the most respectful way I can say it. It's weird for my taste. Okay. Maybe that's the most politically correct way I can say it. Once again, if he has his sexual preferences, if Diddy's been bisexual the whole time, that's for him. I don't got no quarrel with you. Do what you do. Don't affect me. That's your business, your sexuality. But I think it's weird to just want to share the person that you love. I don't know. Maybe call me traditional. Maybe call me closed-minded. Maybe tell me that I grew up in a heterosexual environment so much that I think sharing my loved one is weird. And maybe my mind hasn't evolved to that new place. Call me crazy then. Maybe I'm wrong. But that whole cuck stuff, for me, it's weird. It's weird. Cassie is this woman that you love, this woman that you'll go to war over. You'll be so passionately wilding out in your situations. You'll hit on her, you'll beat her, you'll stomp her, you'll throw her, you'll do all of this stuff, right? But I just could never, me or anybody around me, I just can never envision me or any of my people to say, oh yeah, that's my wife. Yeah, I love her. That's my main person. And then you go back home to the privacy of your crib and you're bringing other men over to twist her out. I could, in this lifetime, I don't know if that will ever not be weird to me personally. I'm sorry. That's very weird. And when I hear stuff like that about the Diddies of the world, it makes me say, damn, he's got some tuned up stuff going on with him that we wasn't picking up on or that we didn't know. And it's easy to hide your the privacy of how you get down behind the scenes, especially if you feel like you ain't hurting nobody. Because let's say I don't want to use Cassie in this example anymore, right? Because we already saw what she was involved in. But if him and another woman in the privacy of his home decide to bring in other people to join them, you have orgies, you have group sex, and you have trains and all that. Some of that stuff is like common, right? I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that cuck stuff. Once again, wanting to say this is my wife, this is the person that I love, but I get off on watching her get spun around by these other random people. I think that's what people started calling Adam 22 weird for. Like, if this is your girl, if this is your wife, or if this is like the mother of your children, you're bringing in this porn star to sleep with. Not every dollar is a good dollar. I know Adam 22 says they made a lot of money off of that, but not every dollar is a good dollar. I don't watch people call Adam 22 to his face, like Whack 100, somebody that he's in business with, and one of his co-hosts, and was always up on his show, call him weird to his face. I don't watch a lot of his guests call him weird and freaky to his face. So don't just look at me crazy for saying this stuff, people. You know what I'm saying? This is why the Adam 22s of the world and now Diddy, people look at them weird. Like, I just can't process it. And I'm a very open-minded person. I just can't process the sharing of your wife on purpose. It just equates to weird tendencies to me. And I think now we're seeing more and more of that with Diddy. I think it's a matter of time. I think we're going to watch one of our all-time greats, one of our all-time biggest industry moguls, a billionaire. I think we're watching not just the downfall of his public perception, but I think his life is that's it. I think that this man is destined to be behind bars. And I'm not trying to say I know all his friends and everything like that, but I don't think that this is a good time to be around Diddy, folks. And I think some of y'all know who I'm talking to, as well as other people. I don't think this is a good time to be around, homie. Just my humble opinion. I'm not here to play judge and jury or wish jail or wish death on people, because I guess if I'm being real fair, right, like we try to do on this channel, I guess I can let the rest of the accusations play out and be proven in court. I already have my own preordained opinions. I'll reserve them for further lives later on down the road. But I don't think people should be around this man at this point. I mean, unless like you're his children. That man's going to jail.